back with a good champion, David Owen. You said you came down because a friend, what's your son's friend?
My son's friend told me that you wanted to be good on Chart Shocks, and I said, well, maybe I will. I'll try it.
Well, it sure paid off. I'm glad you followed his advice. Congratulations, $13,800, David. All right, David. Janice will deal out 2 brand new decks of cards. Here comes a new challenger on Card Sharks. Cindy Abrams. Hi, Cindy. Good to have you here.
Nice to be here.
Won't you tell us something about yourself?
I'm Cindy Abrams, and I'm a registered nurse, presently putting my wonderful husband through medical school. And when I get totally bored, I compose songs to play on my musical calculator.
Your musical calculator?
Yes.
What is a musical calculator?
It's got a little note for every number.
Oh, so you said you take a regular calculator and make music.
And it's got a memory, so you can play it back, and if you don't like it, you just erase it.
Well, good. You may have a whole new career there.
I've been considering it, maybe I'd try and get on Johnny Carson or something.
Yeah, that act would go well with the singing dogs, I think.
I was trying to train my cat, but he doesn't seem to want to cooperate now.
Just step on his tail. You'll get a note.
Oh,
Cindy, nice to have you here with us. You got the cards?
Yes.
Good luck. We'll start the best 2 out of 3 with a question to David. And David, we found 100 newlywed men. These are all men who have been married less than 6 months. And we asked them, is there anything about your wedding night that you'd like your wife to forget? How many newlywed men said there is something about their wedding night they'd like their wife to forget?
Well, I know there's some people that get the mumps or a bad sunburn on their wedding day, and it's not so good. I think it'll be kind of high, about 76.
76. A lot of people get the mumps, according to David, I assume. He says 76 out of 100 say, yeah, there's something about the wedding night they'd like to forget, or like the wife to forget.
Well, I know there's certainly something about ours my husband would like me to forget. And I'm sure, a lot of men get drunk, but I don't think it's quite that high. I think it's going to be lower.
Lower. Is there anything, look how everybody got quiet. Normally everybody cheers. They're all waiting for me to ask this question. Cindy, can you tell us about what he'd like you to forget? Or
He fell asleep.
He fell asleep. David says, well, those medical studies, you get tired. David says 76. Cindy says lower. The actual number of newlywed men who said there's something about their wedding night they'd like their wife to forget is 18. Cindy is right. It is lower.
Come on, good card.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I fell asleep. Cindy, you have a king.
I'm going to keep that lower.
Lower than a king, a 6. On a freeze, take the 1 card advantage. Question goes to you, Cindy. Cindy, the bobbies in England don't carry guns, yet they are still able to enforce the law. That's a fact. So we asked 100 Americans, should police in this country stop carrying guns? How many Americans said U.S. policemen should stop carrying guns?
Well, I think people in the United States are pretty gun-oriented, and there's a lot of hunters, and they feel a lot safer with a gun. So I don't think too many of them would think that they should stop carrying guns. I'm going to say 31.
31 out of 100 say they should stop carrying guns, David.
We don't want just the cops, the robbers, and the burglars to carry guns. I think they should be higher.
How many say they should stop carrying? She said 31.
Oh, lower. I'm sorry.
You said
lower.
No, not at all.
Absolutely lower.
We never want to misinterpret your answer. Cindy, 31. David, lower. The actual number of Americans who said U.S. policemen should stop carrying guns is 14. Very much lower. Well,
Good one.
surprisingly low. And David starts with the queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. No. Double queen is not lower. Cindy, a break for you.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. No, it's not higher. Couldn't take advantage of it. Question 3 goes to you, David. David says, too bad. You don't really mean that, David.
Well, I like to think I did.
David, we asked 100 people who do not own a dog. When you go out to dinner, you can tell what question's coming, right? When you go out to dinner and have leftovers, do you request a doggy bag anyway? How many people said even though they don't own a dog, they do request a doggy bag?
Well, with the prices so high in the restaurants nowadays, they've got to do something to save, and I'd say that'd be kind of high, about 68.
68 out of 100 who don't own a dog. Ask for the doggy bag anyway, Cindy.
I think people people are really, really money conscious, and restaurants are getting very expensive. So I'm going to have to say higher.
Even higher than that?
Yes.
I got a brother-in-law tried to bring home soup that way. It was very David says 68. Cindy says higher. The actual number of people who don't own a dog who request a doggy bag anyway is 60. Not higher. David, you got it. That's 6 out of every 10. And David with a queen.
Now we'll go down.
Down, he says. And down it is.
The freeze.
Up over goes the freeze bar, and now someone's going to have a long way to go because we're at sudden death. Both players need 3 cards. Cindy, we asked 100 senior citizen men. If it had been your choice, would you have continued working past retirement age? How many senior citizen men would have continued working past retirement age?
Well, I think a lot of men really resent having to retire, although there's a lot of fun things for them to do. I think men are really motivated to work. We don't want to go too high, though. I'll say 54.
54. And David, you're a retired gentleman?
I retired at 59, and I love it. But most of them would rather work as long as they feel like working. It's going to be higher.
Higher. All right. Yes. David, if I'm elected, I thought you were running for office there, David. He says higher. The actual number of senior citizen men who would have continued working past retirement age is 52, not higher. Cindy, by 2, gets control. Cindy, you don't even want me to explain it. She doesn't. David, she wants you to play it. You need them all to win the game. Lower. The audience says higher. David says lower. He's going against the odds. He better be right or the game is Cindy's. No, it's not. It's Peter. As a matter of fact, it's the same. Cindy in sudden death wins game number 1. Can't fight it on that one. We'll be right back with game 2. Right after this. Game 1 goes to the challenger. Janice deals out same 2 decks of cards. We're about to start game 2. With a question to David. David, the president, we have a lot of fun down there. We're just kidding with the audience at Genewood. You got to come down and join us in the studio sometime. David, we can't tell you what we're talking about, but we were talking. David, the president has threatened to pull the United States out of the 1980 Summer Olympics in Moscow to protest the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. So we asked 100 Americans, do you think the U.S. should withdraw from the Olympic Games? How many Americans think the U.S. should withdraw from the Olympic Games?
I think we should do everything possible to bring them to their knees and get them out of Afghanistan. I think it'll be kind of high, say about 78.
78 out of 100 say we should withdraw. So
I know that people are really, really getting into being an American, and they really think that we should do something about these Russians who are really getting bad. And I think it's going to be even higher than that.
Even higher than that? Interesting. A lot of agreement with the audience here. Curious. I love questions about current events. And 78 says David, higher says Cindy. The actual number of Americans who think the U.S. should withdraw from the Olympic Games is 43, not higher. Less than half of them. That will surprise almost all of us here. I don't know how you feel at home. And David, you start off with a jack.
I like that one. Lower.
Lower than a jack. A 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. It is a 5.
Higher.
Risking it higher. A 10. And just like that, the champion is within 1 card of tying up the match. Cindy, we asked 100 women who are professional wrestlers. Professional wrestlers.
Not one of my high points.
When your opponent has your face smashed against the mat and your arm twisted behind your back, did you ever ask yourself, what's a nice girl like me doing in a place like this?
Well, I've never been in that situation.
Well, how many wrestlers have asked themselves that during a wrestling match?
That's hard to speak from experience on that particular subject, but I think most of them are really pretty outgoing and they like what they're doing. I'm going to say maybe 42.
42 out of 100 said, what's a nice girl like me doing in a place like this?
Well, I don't believe that way because I feel if they went into it in the first place, they knew what they were getting into. So it'd be lower.
You say lower.
Lower.
How many of the women wrestlers said, what am I doing here? You say lower.
Lower.
The actual number of women wrestlers who've asked themselves during a wrestling match, what's a nice girl like me doing in a place like this, is 59, not lower. Cindy. Cindy with some catching up to do, gets a look at her base card.
Yay.
Finally, a jack.
Change that card.
She wants to change it. Little short nap there, huh, Jan? You didn't think she was going to change it. That's what it was. The jack to another jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack. A 10. Taking a risk lower? No, a third jack comes up. And a big break for David with a 10. Lower. If it's lower, we have a tie for the win in this game. Yes! David wins it and ties it up. So each player with one game and $100, and we'll be right back right after this commercial break.
Above the studio audience will receive a two-piece ensemble of Roper Starflight zipper luggage featuring a garment bag and 32-inch carry-all with wheels. Handsomely styled and easy clean exteriors designed to protect, furnished by Roper Starflight. And some of our contestants will receive a backpack and Sun Giant trail mixes, fresh wholesome snacking in the handy new reclosable bag. There's something good under the Sun Giant trail mix. And bakeware and Campbell's Chunky Soup, made for people who want more than soup. Chunk after chunk of delicious food is more like a meal than a soup. And kitchen tools and raviolios. The round ravioli from Franco-American with the plump tasty middles. Beef or new cheese, they're a delicious dish for the whole family. Try them today. This is Gene Wood speaking for Cart Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.